Vintage lenses have this undeniable charm, and people always like looking out for them, trying to get the next best vintage lens and get it at a good price. Usually, they come with a solid metal construction. 99% of the time, they're quite smooth, and they always have this undeniable charm that you just don't seem to get with modern lenses. And half the reason why I'm doing this video is I've been looking for a 50mm for a long time, trying to get some vintage feel to it that's still quite sharp and has a bit of character and that's not going to be costing thousands and thousands of pounds. Because essentially, a lot of the cameras and stuff do the same thing. It's the lens that's most important. I think I found this hidden gem, which is the Nippon Kogaku 50mm f2, and it is, well, you can see for yourself. We'll quickly go over a few things and I'll explain why it's so good, and then you can decide for yourself. So this lens was built by Nippon Kogaku, which essentially became the company as we all know now as Nikon. Nippon Kogaku's goal at the time was to compete with Leica, Zeiss in the lenses, especially in the rangefinders, and Nippon Kogaku basically came up with this range of lenses, and I've just got the 50mm f2, and it does compete with them. So from what I understand, what I've read, people seem to love these range of lenses. They're quite hard to get hold of in the UK, so when this one came up, I had to get it. And because Nikon started making these in the LTM thread mount, obviously they started competing with the Leica lenses and the Zeiss lenses. So I picked this one up. I don't know if there's enough light to see that, but I picked this one up for about 160 quid. Um, and it's a really good lens. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It focuses well. Aperture's really good, and uh, I've already done a test roll. I couldn't wait, so I had to do a quick test roll of the HP5 and just get it shot. Like with a lot of vintage lenses, it's all metal construction. Focus is really nice and smooth. It's even got a little focus lock on it, which is awesome. I really like it. The bokeh on this thing is wicked. I haven't shot that many portraits on it yet, but I will get to doing those soon, and I will post them even. I will post some more about this lens. The one thing I love about the vintage or older lenses, it's just the size. I mean, look at that for size on your camera. It's an amazing lens, and it just so small. Like now, it all seems all the lenses are just getting bigger and bigger, but when you got the vintage lenses, they seem to be small and just as good. So this lens is built in the Sonar formula, which means when it's wide open, you do get a bit of a vintage glow, which is quite nice, but it's still sharp in the center. And as you step it down, it just gets really nice and sharp. And for the price, the size, and the build quality, I don't think you can go wrong if you can find one in England. This one's a single coating, so flaring, it's probably going to flare a little bit. I haven't got a lens hood, but I'm going to try and find one. But it probably will get some flaring on it. But for me, because I shoot a lot of film, I kind of like that flared look sometimes. It kind of works quite well. So yeah, you just have to be kind of careful in the sunlight and things. But that comes with any lens. But yeah, because it's only got a single coat, you have to watch that a little bit closely. I think the main reason for buying vintage lenses is that you just get so much more character, so much more difference. Like this one, because it's the Sonar build, going to get a bit more contrast, and again a little bit more like dreamlike feel. So it's not always going to be super sharp, but actually it's really sharp in the center, even when it is on f2. I think the main uses for this lens is going to be everything. Great for street photography, going to be great for portraits. I always think the Nifty 50 is basically 50mm is a all use lens. You can use it for pretty much everything, and especially if you want that sort of like nice vintage look, or you're trying to go for a different style rather than just your normal lens, then it's going to be a great addition. So the image quality of this lens is brilliant. I really like it. Wide open at f2, you're going to get that classic Sonar glow, especially in the highlights, and the contrast is punchy, and it's really great black and white lens. And if you step it down to f4, f5.6, then it's going to be razor sharp. And to be honest, I was really blown away by how well it actually performed, considering I just took a roll of film and shot it at my dog in the living room and had a little go. while I was out, so I haven't actually used it loads. But I was so excited about this lens, I thought I'd do a video because it's probably going to be on my camera now for a little while. So the thing most people are going to want to know is this lens worth it? And for the price, I think it's absolutely worth it. You're probably not going to get a similar lens for the same price. Even though I've only shot one roll, it's still probably one of my best vintage lens purchases that I've got. I've got a few. I'm probably going to do a few more reviews on those as well, so keep an eye out for those. The main thing I love about this lens is it's compact and it's just got so much character that I actually want to put another roll in and go shooting again. So it's one of those. If it makes you shoot more, I guess it's got to be good. Let me know what you think about this lens, any other vintage lenses you've tried, and put in the comments below your favourite vintage lens, and I'll see what you guys come up with. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be trying to do more videos, mainly in the film analog world, just because I think so many people are joining it. Yeah. Keep shooting, like and subscribe. See you next time.